Can you give the access? Yeah, make me host. So am I able to share the screen? Yeah. Is it screen is visible? Yeah. Okay. Okay, let me start. I think we can start now. Basically, we are yesterday we were discussing about what is coding, why we have to learn the coding and importance and types. Okay, and today we will be discussing about yeah. So we will record the session. So basically, we started with yesterday, as usual, what is coding and why we have to learn coding and its importance. And basically, then we discussed about types and also programming paradigm. And today we will be discussing about how to install C compilers. Okay. And we will start with some fundamentals and do some sample programs so that you can have a the some vague idea about C. And definitely after 10 to 12 sessions, so you could be able to see that, okay, understand what is C programming. When we talk about C programming, it is we discussed that, okay, it is a writing a instruction to perform certain task. That is what we call it as a coding. And we also discussed about quickly if I think these are the opportunities made us to learn the foundation of C programming. And today's world, we are talking about like a digital transformation, AI, machine learning, any other technologies. This foundation is prerequisite for us. Whereas different types of programs, we could see that, okay, machine assembly and higher level languages. We also discussed what it is actually. All these things we have discussed, and we also checked, okay, what are the different evolutions of coding generations, and we discussed all these things, and finally we come up with what is next. That is nothing but future of coding. That is nothing but sixth generation. And after that, we try to understand what are the different types of programming paradigm that we have understood. And in that, structure means what? Procedure, object oriented, object based, okay, functional, logic programming, declarative, and even all these things we have discussed. But basically, today we wanted to start with to understand like how to write a code. And let before starting with that, okay, let us remember the person who developed this C programming, Dennis Ritchie, the most popular name in the computer world. Okay, in 1972, he wrote this at Bell Laboratory. Then Cumming and Ritchie published the book, which is revolutionary. Okay, and as of today, it is a very good book, and it is covering all the concepts. In it looks very book is very small, but for each sentence we can write one more book. That is how they have written. It is a very you can read so many times. Okay, that textbook. 1972, that we started with C, then 1978, then 1983. They standardized this actually. We call it as a NCC. And 1988, which we call it as a NCC standard to the public. So this is how the journey of C programming you could see here. That September 9, 1941 to October 12, 2011. So that is the era of this computer scientist, we can say that. And why we have to, we are writing the C. It is a very like a simple analogy. Like if you look at the C, if you can, the for in computers, we have Windows, Linux, or Mac, whatever it may be, we call it as a operating system. This operating systems are also written in C code. And if you want to write a translator or a compilers, what we call it as, that is also written in C, assemblers, text editor, many the core, what we call it as a core code. When you look at that, okay, always most of the programming languages uses the C only. That's why it is the base or foundation for anyone to learn. And when you talk about like the milestone of Turbo C, okay, we could see that, okay, majority of people are using this. These are the uh, versions. So it is the most old. Now people are using GCC, but still I wanted to get into the like a basic foundation editor so that people can understand. If you go to a college or any system, you could see that people are most probably using the Turbo C or Borland C++ compiler. So this was the journey for that, okay, and you can install this and you can use that. And usually before that, we had two other languages called BCPL and B, basic combined programming language for used for writing the operating system and compilers. B is used for creating early version of Unix OS, and both were typeless. That is no explicit data type. Okay, int, float. We will understand that. There is nothing like that. And C is evolved from this B. The next word of B is a C because it is evolution of B to next word C. That's why this programming language is called as a C programming language. Okay. So why this is called as a C programming language? If you look at that, earlier days we had two languages, BCPL and B. Both are using to write operating system and compiler. And since the next version of B they wanted to come up with, that is nothing but B to C. That's why this programming language is C language. So that since it is evolved from B actually, and Dennis Ritchie at Bell Laboratory is able to do that. So anyhow, this I'm later we'll discuss. If you look at that, okay, usually wherever I am using reference, I will be mentioning references here. If you look at that, okay, if you write a source code, high level language, okay, that is the stage one we are talking about. This is called preprocessor. We call it as. Then there is a compiler. Then we call it as assembler. Then we call it as a linker. Then we execute and we get the output. So this structure, you at this moment, if you are a beginners, you may not be able to appreciate it. But once again, I will come back to this diagram. Let us try to understand first, run the code, and then definitely you can you can appreciate that actually. Now let me go to the Google. Okay, if you this one, then if you want to install Turbo C, like a Turbo C, C++, both are using in the same. You can download turboc.net. Here also you can go. So I can go to the official site turboc.net. So you can go and download it. You can download it. So Turbo C, and once you download Turbo C, C++, if you are using Windows, okay, you can download like this. Just quickly you have to install this, and then it will be downloading here software. Okay, once you downloaded it, just you have to and zip file folder you will get it. Okay, if you go here and if you copy this wherever you want, maybe like this. Okay, and if you go to D drive or any drive, if you wanted to do that, you can keep that. For example, training. I can go for since foundation programming, C programming. I can see that. If I want to create, okay, any folder, I can create here, new folder code. software, something like that. Okay, I can extract here. Okay, and you can see that there is a setup or this, you can use this. Okay, just if you click this, it will install. Next. Okay, and you can give the path and you can do this. That's it. You have to do that. Okay. There is nothing much in this. Okay, next, install. It is installing at the default folder, C colon. Are you able to see my screen? Yeah.
No, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir. Only slide is visible, sir.
it is visible. Huh?
No, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir. Now we can
Yes,
see.
sir.
no, at least you should have informed, right? Okay. So just I noticed now. Okay. When did I show this? Okay. Now, so did you follow, all of you followed me? Like, how did I install and all those things? Yeah.
No, sir, just this
Okay.
slide,
Then,
nothing else.
okay. Now let me go once again. Please interrupt me in case if you have any hiccups in the seeing the screen. Okay. So what I did is Turbo C. I did. Okay. Turbo C++. Okay. I have used this. Then I went here. So sorry, not here. I went to the official site of Turbo C++ download for whichever the operating system I can take this. Okay, Turbo CNet. I went here. Then I went here and directly there is a download. I took this. Once I click on this, I'm able to download this. Once I downloaded, okay, I extracted this software to the my some folder in myself. Okay, and for example, simulation. And here in this, actually I have extracted here. Once that is extracted, there is a setup and this one, anything I can, okay. I clicked this, okay. Then I can able to follow this and by default it is installed in the Turbo C. Once the installation is completed, automatically you can able to see this Turbo C++ icon here like that. If you click on this, you can able to see the icon of this. And if you click on this, you can see the command prompt like this. So this is how you can see this. So all of you are able to see my blue screen.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is how we can do that. Then so any program, if I want to create, I can create file. It is normally like if you have used MS Office, similar to that. Just since it is a default is CPP, that means C++ program editor. C also you can able to run. Nowadays, modern editors are there, but I wanted to go stick on to the fundamental study and foundation to the basic editor. That's why I came here so that you can type properly. And like once you come here, like if you if you want to open a or change the directory, you can change the directory, whichever the directory you want, wherever you want. Okay. And if I want to create a new file, like a so F2, you can see. So you can select any directory if you want to do that. Okay. And then if you want to create anything, you can create it. Let me create one simple program. Okay. Hello.c, something like that. So now if I see that, how do we write the program? So just we use the header. Okay, stdio.h. This is the standard library. At this moment, you are not going to understand if you are the beginner, and definitely before explaining, just I wanted to run simple program. Then I will go back and explain architecture, how it works internally. Then once again, we will come back and start doing the programs. If you come here, ash include studio.h, what is the purpose? Just blindly understand. This is how people write the program in traditional way. Void main. Okay, something like that I have written. Okay, then printf. Welcome to the C program. Okay, so just simple program I have written. Then if I run this one, compile. Okay, if I save this file, save, here shortcut command will be there, F2. This is nothing but save. If I want to compile, Alt F9, so it will show the success. If you see here, I have written a simple program on a computer. It is showing 0 warning, 0 errors. Then press, okay, it is a compiled. But then there is a R, control, F9. If you run this, okay, yes, okay, you cannot able to see anything actually. Control F9, because the screen executed so fast, you cannot able to remember the output. For that, I will do the one more command for now, get ch. So you can see here, welcome to the C program. So you can see that how many times I have run that's one, because I'm not able to see clearly. So I am using this clear screen. Okay, then I'm adding here ash include conio.h. So then control F9. So I'm able to see the output. All of you are able to see the screen? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Now we have understood how to see the output. Now we'll come back. For example, let me write a simple modification I will do. Let me write this int a is or b or comma total. So let me write this, and just don't worry what it is. Okay, let me printf, enter the first number. Sorry. So in this is a command prompt, so you have to use only keyboard. Rarely it will work with mouse. Okay, and scanf. Enter the first number, %d. Don't worry what it is. Just I wanted to show the simulation of this. Then definitely you people will do this. Okay, you can able to understand this very easily. Enter the second number. Scanf %d %b. So what it is, don't worry about that. A plus B, printf, the total is, okay. Okay, so now, now I will run this. First number I will give, second number I will give, and 30 I got it. So this is what we want to learn. Okay, how to, this is a simple additional of simple calculator. I can say that I give the first number and second number, it is giving the total sum. That's all it is doing actually, right? So now we have to understand what it is, these two things, and you have to understand what do you mean by void, what is main, and what is the type of this, and what do you mean by clear screen, and printf, scanf. And if you are able to understand what is get ch, I think you have learned the foundation of C programming. Now our objective is to understand how to write it and how to appreciate how C programming is made our life simple. This is the first programming language. All the people who started elevating towards the IT, and that's why this program is most important for us. And let me quit from this year. So let me go back now and let us discuss about these things. Okay. So let me cancel. Okay. Now let me go back. Now, if I see the code, okay, let me make you understand. I did a simple program, addition of two numbers, and also welcome to the C world, I think. Okay. Now, in this, if you look at that as a beginner, okay, and always most of the people think that coding is very complex but when you learn in next 2 months, I think you will not find any difficulty in understanding the coding. But only thing is you should have the passion and interest. Okay, that you can come up with the journey to with us actually. Now, what is source code? Whatever the program you write it, we call it as a source code. That means whatever I have typed in the blue screen is the source code. Then I took that is a high level programming language. What is we call it as? It is a structured high level programming language. We got it. Then once that is done, there is a concept of preprocessor. What it does, preprocessor, there is a term called ash include. Okay, ash define. Okay, it is going to replace with that file studio.h, conio.h. Ash defines some macro. All these files will be included before compilation. What it is trying to do is very simple. It is doing. Let me go back. First, it has done ash include studio.h. That means that it searches in our library, and then it is loaded. Okay, that is the pre-processing activities. Similarly, ash include conio.h. To run this program, both of them, this is, it is search this library in your installation path, and then it is loaded. So we got this. This is called pre-processing. Okay, or preprocessor directory. Preprocessor directory. This ash is nothing but it is indicating that, okay, before doing any activities, load this code which is already written by the compiler. Which then you can load it to use in our code. What we are using here, IO, std. Std means standard IO. So input output related. What is that? I have used a term in the code. I have used the term called printf to show the message, enter the number, something like that. Scanf to read the message. So this to our computer, our program. So to tell this, there is a code already written by the C compiler, that means Turbo C people, and that is there in the studio.h. They have given the logic and we are reusing that. That's it. That is pre-processing actions. Here conio.h, actually for clear screen, there is a library called CLR-SCR. To load this library, method. So I have used the library file conio.h, that is there. Some people will call conio.h. So that is there, and we have included that. So that means that is the first step of the pre-processing activity, what we are talking about here. So pre-processor.
ما ظننت مرة ملالي
We are talking about. Okay.
ملالي دغاردستا ولا كمبيوتر ده خدای وکي ستور وخت ځکه زه تا دلته څنګه دي کومه طرفانه نوټ طرفانه
Just Please, there is a background noise. Please mute it. Yeah. Then once we have understood, we have taken the source code and we have translated it into the, we are creating the new file in the compiler done. So it has loaded hash include and hash define. Once that is done, we have a translator. What is this translator is doing? Converting this high level code to a low level code. That is called assembly level language code. That is a symbolic code. Nearly machine can able to understand. That means your laptop, hardware, processor can able to interpret. For that reason, first it has translated, the compiler is translating to the low level code. From the low level code, it is generating to a object code, which is machine code that easily machine can able to understand. And the linker is nothing but it is linking the preprocessor libraries and methods, and then we can get the output. So this is how the simple C program is going to work. What we are going to do, I have written hello.c. Hello.c has studio.h. It has included that file. Then after that, compilation has happened. And compilation is going to nothing but it is translating a source code to the assembly level language code, symbolic code. And this symbolic code is translated to a object code that is nothing but a machine code. And then in that, there is a linker library that will be loaded and it will be executable file. This will give the output and I can see enter the first number, I printed A, enter the second number, I printed B, added B, then A plus B, whatever the number you have given, and this is executed. Then I can see on my computer as a output. This is how the simple program is going to work in our library. So this is using the C compiler. So this is what we are doing. That means when you are writing the program, it is storing in the disk, hard disk. When you are pre-processing also, it is storing in the disk. And it is during compilation also, it is storing the hard disk. And during the linking also, it is link the object code and storing into the hard disk. Every time, if power goes off, something like that, okay. Since it is in the secondary storage device, you do not require to worry. Once you save this, okay, in each stage, it is going to save a copy of that. Once that is done, there is a software called loader, okay, inside your compiler that is going to load to your RAM, main memory, that is a primary memory, where your program will be executed and see under the observation of your processor, we call it as a CPU, your program will be executed. This is the life cycle of your C program. If I summarize, I have written a code in my Turbo C editor and saved, that is stored in the secondary storage device. I have written hash include studio.h, conio.h. That program is also included and once again it is saved to the hard disk. Then once again it is loaded. After compilation and create a object code stores to the disk. And then once again all the required libraries also stored into disk. Once there is a software called loader, which is main purpose is allocation, reallocation, linking, and loading. That is a small software program. Usually that takes the support. Okay, this small program loader does. It will allocate how much memory is required for my C program, and link the library and execute. That prepares them for execute. It is not going to prepares them for execution. Then under the observation of CPU, our instructions, which is already written in higher level program, which is translated into a machine code, will be executed on our primary memory that is called RAM. It may be, so hard disk may be in GB, but this may be in MBs actually, or now currently it is GB. So this is how the basic C environment is going to support you to work with you. So any questions here? Any questions? Yeah, able to follow? Yes. Okay. Now, once this is done, so now let us try to understand what it is. So this is a simple program, right? It has to include studio.h. I said that, okay, this is a this is the file in which definition for printf will be there or scanf will be there. And void means it doesn't return any value. It is indicating that your operating system, okay, does not return any this program. So this function, we call it as a function, main function. This is standard structure. If you want to write a C program, first you have to include this. Then we have to write return type, and then we have to write a function. Then we have to write the small bracket, and then we have to write a flower bracket. Then we have to write the statement. It means that, so our actual structure will be like this. So how do you, it will be there? First, headers will be there. Then after that, usually starting of the program, that is nothing but void main. Okay, it will be there. This indicates starting of the program. Then here we have to use the flower bracket like this. Here we have to add the statements. For instance, headers means hash include studio.h predefined libraries we have done. Then you should tell that this code does not return, this function is not returning any value. So that is what we are indicating. Then there is a section called declaration section. Here we have to tell what is the variables we use. Time being, don't worry about variables also, like A, comma, B, comma, total, comma. So this is called variables. Then we have to write the print or scan some statements, C statement. Once you learn C program, you will be able to understand. So just to show the output, we have used one more library called getch, and finally we have closed. Then we are going to execute. Then we can see the output. So then we are displaying the output here. Yeah.
Teacher,
Any questions
excuse
here?
me. Excuse me, what is variable? Can you again repeat me?
Hello.
How are you, teacher?
So your voice is feeble. Just text the message here. What exactly?
Yes, teacher.
You can text the message. Your
Yes.
voice is so feeble.
Yes.
Any question? Please text
No.
here.
I'm asking as you what is variable. Can you again repeat me?
Repeat. Okay. So you're asking me to repeat once again, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So just
Thank you.
for your case, I am telling you. So any program in computer world, okay, if I want to write a code, okay, so we need some structure to be followed. C also follows some structure. So basic structure of C program is, so first we should have the headers. Why it is? It is already written by your compiler some logic. To use that, we have to use headers. So that is nothing but hash include studio.h. So you have to remember this. You have to remember this. You have to remember this. Then similar to that, other libraries also you can remember. Then another syntax is here. We have to write a structure, say starting with void. This is a simple word we are started using. Then we are using the main. This is also, and this. This is also standard line in our program. But this indicates what? It is indicating that it is a beginning of the program, beginning of the of the program. From this program will be stopping. Here, first part, we call it as a declaration. It is just to tell the compiler, this is something I am going to use in future. To use in future. So that is what declaration. Then once that is done, we have to write statements. This statements is nothing but a logic we are going to write as per our application task. So this is what we are doing. Then we are closing this. This indicates end of the program. So this is the end of the program. Let me write a simple program example. Let me explain once again. Then once again, I will go and explain. Still, I have not explained what is a declaration, what is statement and all. But this is the structure of any program as of now. It is a simple program. It is a structure of a program. In this, okay, as for example, I wanted to do simple task. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to A plus. This is what I wanted to do. In such cases, how to do this? I am talking about first, if I want to do that, I have to, as per this, I have to declare this first. Okay, declare this. This is just I am copy pasting here. Then what I did, this is also standard line. I am adding this. Then there are A, B, C, and these are the some terms. Don't worry about what it is. A comma B comma C. Okay, C. So I have done this. Once this is done, now I wanted to enter this value. I said that enter the first number. Okay, that is nothing but in the screen. I wanted to say that to read this value. Okay, %D. You don't worry about what is %D. I have done some standard line. That means I am reading from the input keyboard to tell that I need a ampersand to scan that value. For every line here, we have to use the semicolon. So within the bracket, every line should be this one. Similarly, so I have read this well. Now A can be a 10, B is equal to 20. So if I want to read second number, I can go here, enter the second number, and here I can write a B. Okay, so instead of A, this one. D means integer number I am reading. This is not a float, not a decimal point. So that's why I'm written digit D. Okay. Then C is equal to A plus B. So this is what I have done. Then once this is done, okay, this is nothing but normally we are going to do. I am going to printf. Sorry, not print, everywhere print, because Python it is a print. So not here. So the total sum total is, I wanted to print this. C, I have done. And then I am writing get ch, and then I can get the output. Okay, so this is what I have done. So if you want to perform, A person has given a 10, B person has given a 20. And if I want to perform, I can able to do this type of task. I have not teached about anything about what is this, what are those things. Just I wanted to show the how simple program looks like. That's all I have given. Still, I have not explained what is printf, what is scanf, how to read. This is a simple structure. Definitely in the tomorrow session, you will come to know that. But as of now, just remember, this is simple structure. So now what we are trying to understand is, let me go back here. So if you write such type of programs, so how does this is going to execute? That is what we have done. I have typed, then pre-processing activities, compiler, then linker, then loader and CPU. For example, let me go back once again. I will go to the Turbo C. Once again, I will explain so that you people will be able to follow this initially. Okay, here what I have done is, so let me write once again the same code. So I want to repeat initially because I know that most of the people who joined here are non-IT background. They don't know what is code. So let me write this. First, I am writing so what is my task? I wanted to do that addition of two numbers. This is the logic I wanted to do that. Hash include, as I said, I need a library. So there is a library. If you want to understand, this is a standard input IO library. Then if I want to use clear screen, there is another library I am using. Now slowly I am introducing the term called library. Library means which is already someone has written. Okay. And if I wanted to save this, okay, sum total dot see something I am doing. I can do this. Now, if I go here, hash include studio.h, as the standard line I have to write, as I said, void main. Okay, slowly will be when after 5-6 actions, it will be practice for you. You keep without knowing, you will be writing the same statement, but slowly you will try to understand what it is. Void means it doesn't return a value after executing a code or something like that. Okay, this function is not going to return any value. Main is nothing but it is a standard function name to indicate beginning of the program. Now I am going to declare this. What is declaration I am doing? I int a or first number, okay, second number, okay, anything I can take it. So total, there is a rules for this, but at this moment I have taken, then I have used the semicolon. I can initialize this, but let me not get into too much complex. Just I am showing here. Printf, this is enter the first number to show the message to me. Okay, enter the first number, then scanf %d first number we have done. To read this scan from the reading from the keyboard, okay, we are using this. For example, F2, okay, control F9, enter the first number. Just to read like this, we have used the scanf. So this is ampersand is nothing but it is reading from the value. Okay, what it is, don't worry at this moment. Similarly, printf, enter the second number. Okay, scanf %d. This time ampersand second number. Okay, then I have had two values. Then I have to perform sum first number plus second number. Then print, okay, printf. The total sum is what type of value after performing? If it's integer, without digit, we will be getting a sum number. So like that is nothing but this total. And I have done this. Then as usual, get ch will be keep using. This is the standard method just to make sure that screen should be visible. So 10, 20, so 30 we got it. For example, since the previous I wanted to clear that screen, that's nothing but clear screen. We have to use, and we are using 100, 200, I got 300 rupees. This is a simple calculator logic, how it works if you write a program in C program. So this is what a structure, we call it as a standard structure for a C program. So when you write, this is called as an editor. And when you compile, so it is build the exe file. And this is nothing but preprocessor directive. This is the standard line. And this is nothing but, okay, indicating that what kind of values it is. We will discuss about that. And these are some standard methods we are using. And then we performed a simple task to perform addition of some numbers, maybe 222, calculations, simple calculator, we can do that. This is nothing but the performing the addition of two numbers. So able to follow at least some extent? Yes or no? Yeah. Okay. So now let me go back. So able to follow? Yeah. So this is what we have told. Okay, we have understood editor, preprocessor, compiler, and the linker. So through this, we can able to like understand how to write a simple program. Now, once this is done, this is what I have explained once again. And this is nothing but a going to the next line, next to tab, carriage return, enter, if you press, alert, backslash, and this one, double quote. We'll see all these things when we are using called that. This is called as escape sequences. What we call it as? This is called escape sequences. Now let me explain one more program. Then in the next tomorrow session, we will be discussing about like a for additional foundation. We call it as a the tokens. Okay, in these tokens. So now to understand that program, I should have a clarity about these words like a keywords, identifiers, data type, operators, separators, and variables. If you are able to appreciate these terms, then this is nothing but an alphabet of the C programming language. So if you are able to understand this, the way I have written the code, the way I have explained you, you can able to understand very clearly. Now, I think you are able to understand that there is a program to be written. We need a Turbo C, what is called some editor, maybe like a Turbo C, and you can download that, install that. Then after that, there is a term called editor. In that editor, you have to type the program, which is called a higher level program language, that is a C. It follows some standard structure. In that standard structure, there is a header, which is called as a preprocessor directives. Then void main, that is indicating that beginning of the program. Statement, it is indicating that set of instructions. And then flower bracket is indicating the starting and ending of that. And in between, I have used A, B, sometimes first FN and second SN. So all those things is a part of this. So this is called a tokens. What is tokens here? If you look at the program, okay, here, so this is a token. So this is a token. This is a token. Small flower bracket is a token. This is arrow, hash, everything is a token. A printf is a token. A is a token. B is a token. So, but there is a various names around it. Okay, what are those? This is called as a data type. Okay, integer data type. ABC called as a variable. So people are calling as a. So here this is called as a header files. Okay, this is called beginning of the program. Okay, so int, this term is called as a what is called data type. Okay, and here ABC is called as a variables. Okay, and this is called as a statement. And this is also a statement. And this is nothing but a type conversion. Slowly we are trying to understand each term. Ampersand is nothing but read from keyboard to the A. It is indicating like that. This is also called it as a statement. And here this is a scanf. This is also called as a type conversion. Okay, and this is the nothing but what we call it as a read from the keyboard for B. So we are talking about, and this is called as a statement. In this, it is performing a task here, reading C is equal to A plus B. Then printf, here we are seeing the This is the statement, and it is the output of this is %d, that is integer type, and get ch to hold the screen statement we have used. This is string type, it is waiting. Okay. To press enter, it is waiting. To press enter key, it is keep screen is waiting. Okay. And finally, the end of the program. And finally, you got a output. Here you got the printed the output. So slowly we are moving towards this program. Once you try to understand, practice this, okay. Tomorrow session, you will be able to understand, okay, what it is. Those who are joined in the YouTube link, okay. So I have sent the WhatsApp group, or we will post in the comment section of that YouTube. You can join in that group. But only thing is, those who are already enrolled for the program, then definitely you can talk to your lead, the contact person, so that you can able to enroll for the program. And we'll continue for next 2 months. We start with C, then we'll go for C++, then foundation of data structure, okay, and like a SQL and core Python. These are the prerequisite foundation for any student, even from like a fifth standard kid to anyone who from IT in the beginner first year degree students also, who never understood what is a program. If they are finding very difficult to write the program, it is a just fair practice to be done, and how to read, how to practice, that is more important here. And you can keep watching the videos, okay, then it will be able to understand this clearly. But it is not a rocket science, and only thing is you have to give your sufficient time and enough time to understand better. So tomorrow we'll try to understand what is token, what are the different types of tokens means. Then you will be able to read this type of programs. And also then you can start writing your own program. Tomorrow at least 10 to 12 programs will do that. Now, after doing that, then definitely you can able to understand what is program. Is it logic is a great thing. It is a very simple term. So you will be able to appreciate that, okay, only when you start following, okay. And initially it may be difficult for you. It may be that for those people who join from Afghanistan and other places, okay, because it may be because of the new thing for them, for you people, but definitely you can able to learn. Just you need to focus for few days. Then once you used to it, you can enjoy this subject, and then you can become a very good software developer. So I think any questions before conclude? Any question?
Teacher,
Yeah.
do you have a YouTube channel?
Do I have?
Do you have a YouTube channel?
I'm not getting. Just can you type there? What is the message? Anyone can
He
able?
said, yeah, he said, do you have a YouTube channel?
Yeah, YouTube channel is there. Okay, but yes, that is also already it is doing that. But there you cannot get the lab set programs. But once you have this, okay, you followed anyhow you joined, you can contact Atai. Okay, he will enroll for this program. Then we will give the LMS access where you can notes will be there for practice. It will be helpful for you. Yeah. YouTube channel will be there. The same thing will be published there. But the problem there, you cannot get the lab set because there is no facility there. But you here, once you enroll for the program, we have the Muhammad Atai can provide you details for that and how to enroll, and then you can able to follow it. Yeah. Any other questions from
Yes.
anyone? I think plenty of people are. This is casted over the YouTube channel now. Currently, majority of people are on the YouTube. Only the people who are already enrolled are here actually. Yeah. Any questions from anyone?
Which time start the
The same time. Same.
yes, teacher? Which time start the IT lesson?
Your timing, I think 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., right? So ours is 8 p.m. 1 hour you people are behind.
Uh,
Muhammad Atai, so any question?
yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Sir, sir,
Yes,
I want to say that who are from Afghanistan, so that if they have any problem, so they can contact me. No, I'm already in the group. So some of them have some English problem. They can't speak very well, and they will contact me, and I will share all those materials, even YouTube channel, all those things.
Okay. So you can talk to them and try to help them. Okay, no issues. Anyone has any challenges who are from Afghanistan, please talk to Muhammad Atai. He is going to help you. Okay. And for the person people who are on YouTube channel, there will be in comment section, there will be numbers will be given. If you want to add to this group, we can give that. But anyhow, this is a beginning. And I will be going very slowly for 1 or 2 weeks so that you people are get into the phase. Then once everything is set, we can move very fast. At this moment, probably you never used to a coding. For them, it is quite difficult, but we are ready to help you here and make sure that you can understand what is coding. This next 2 month session is the people who are the beginners to the coding. The people are finding very difficult to code, and also the people who are eager to learn a coding. They are maybe from the non-IT to IT. Before doing any specialization course, it may be Java full stack, .NET full stack. The foundation is must. So that foundation we are going to cover in next 2 to 3 months. Please follow me, and definitely you can able to understand the coding. And it is not a rocket science, and repeatedly I'm telling, but only thing is you have to practice and follow. So that's all you need to do that daily, and definitely everyone can become the very good coder. Yeah. So if no more questions, then we can conclude for today. Yeah.
Sir, one thing.
Yeah. Tell me.
Sir, actually, I want to summarize. One thing is there, so by our language.
Yeah. You can summarize.
سلام به همه، امید که جور و صحتمند باشین. برادرای عزیز، کسایی که علاقمند هستن به کورس ادامه بدهد، میتونین که همراه ما تماس بگیرین. امون لینک را که شیر میکنم و بعضی موضوعات دیگر را که در گروپ شیر میکنم، امون نمبرم است دیگه. اگر ادامه میدادین، هر نوع سوال داشتین، میتونین همراه ما تماس بگیرین. و در زبان اگر کدام مشکل داشتین، میتونین که به من بگین، من شریک بسازم.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So thank you very much for all of you joining. Thanks a lot. See you tomorrow.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.